Kitten season is in full swing around here, so we did want to introduce you to one of the kittens that's available for adoption here at FCAC. This guy is Tucker, and he's one of my personal favorites. He is not your typical kitten because he's much shyer than the rest, and he is part of our Frady Cat program, which means that a special group of volunteers are able to interact with him. First thing, our Frady Cats, they are only allowed to have certain volunteers interact with them to minimize their exposure to strangers because we don't want to overwhelm them. So they get used to a certain amount of people. It's an even bigger deal with kittens because kittens typically, we don't allow volunteers to interact with them at all because they get so much interaction from potential adopters. But because he's a little bit more reserved and he's actually a black cat, it's making it harder for adopters to take notice of Tucker here. Black cats sometimes blend into the background of their dark cages. Sometimes there's just nothing about their color and their coats and their patterns that makes them stand out and be distinctive and draw attention to a potential adopter. Most people want that really outgoing, cuddly kitten, and that's not always Tucker. He is very sweet and very affectionate, but it does take him a while to warm up, and he has come a long way. Initially, when you would come up to his cage, he would give you a little hiss, not to be aggressive, but because he was scared. And now he's not doing that as much as people are working with him. He's playing more, he's coming up to the front of his cage, so he's doing very well. But he is still going to be shy when you take him home. He's probably going to go back to being, a little bit more shy like he was in the beginning and have to work his way back up from that in a new environment. A quieter home would probably be a better place for him. A place with lots of loud kids and noises and things like that probably wouldn't be the best fit for him. But another thing that we have noticed about him is that he loves to be petted, he loves to be rubbed, he will roll around, let you rub his belly, but he doesn't really seem to enjoy being picked up. That's not his thing. But he was in my office, sitting on my desk, and I was typing and he came and kind of sat right in the crook of my arm. So he does like to cuddle, but just on his terms and not necessarily wanting to be picked up. All of our kittens are adopted for a fee of $97.50. We make sure that all of them are spayed or neutered before they leave. We offer, rabies vaccine, distemper vaccine, microchipping, county license, flea and tick preventative, dewormer, and a free well visit to the vet. So you really can't beat that for less than $100.